Now this turkey's been resting for about 15 minutes. I'm just gonna cut off one portion of the breast here, and I'm gonna show you how awesome this is. All right, look at that. Nice water retention. It's got some nice crispy skin on this thing. This looks awesome. I'm just gonna cut right into this so I can show you just how succulent and juicy this is. So good. This is amazing. Super juicy. The skin's really crispy. A lot of moisture retention. I'm gonna show you guys how to reproduce these results to the T. All right guys, so step one is we need to make sure that our turkeys are brined. When you go to the grocery store, you should look at the package, and if it says something like brined in X percentage saltwater solution, then that means your turkey has been brined. Another way of checking is you can look at the ingredients label on the back, and if it has salt in it, then that means it has been pre-brined. If it hasn't been pre-brined, or if you're picking up a natural unbrined turkey, a quick brine recipe is just really simple. 1 cup of coarse kosher salt to 16 cups of water. You mix up enough of that to submerge the turkey fully into a bucket or in a large tray. Then you put it in your fridge and you leave it until it's defrosted. This is a 10-pound turkey, so this took about 24 hours in the saltwater solution to defrost fully. It's gonna defrost a lot faster in the brine as well. So if you're just using water to defrost it, it might take a little bit longer, so just keep that in mind. Now the best technique to cook a turkey fast and also to have really super tender breast meat and have really even cooking throughout the turkey is to do the spatchcocking method. All you do is you flip the turkey over and you cut out the spine. I'm using some aviation snips because this is what I find works the best. They're really heavy duty, and I just snip right through the spine. Then you lay the turkey on its back and get a little bit of leverage and press down like you're doing CPR. Press down a lot until you hear a big crack, and then you should be able to flatten that turkey out. And now you're ready to apply your basting. A lot of people use butter for their basting. I like to use oil because it has no moisture content, and moisture is the enemy of crispy turkey skin. So I put a really thin layer of sunflower oil. It's got a really neutral flavor all over this turkey. Then I used my special turkey rub. That recipe is in the description section below if you guys want to check it out. But it's got a lot of turmeric in it. It's got some paprika for color. It's got some poultry seasoning. It's got no salt because we've already brined this turkey. I don't want to add extra salt because I don't want to make it too salty. Now we're going to preheat our Traeger for 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Just an FYI, I'm using hickory wood pellets for this cook to give it some nice smoky flavor. And to monitor the temperature, I am using a meter probe. I'm actually using 2 of them. These are Wi-Fi enabled probes that will tell me right on my smartphone what the temperature is doing inside of the breast meat and the thigh meat at all times. So what I like to do is I like to crack a beer and just sit out by the Traeger, enjoy the day. And this is what it's all about, guys, the barbecue lifestyle. Just enjoying it, not just setting it and forgetting it and hoping that it'll cook as fast as possible and as convenient as possible, because you're missing out on a lot if you just don't enjoy the cooking experience. So I like to sit out in my backyard and just have a beer and just enjoy it, check the temperature directly from my smartphone. If there's something going on in the breast, for example, the breast is going up in temperature too much and the thigh is really low, I might put some foil over the breast for 30 minutes or so just to get that temperature evened out a little bit and prevent the breast from overcooking. If the wings are getting a bit too dark, I might foil them up. If the legs are getting a bit too dark, I might put some foil on the bottom of the drumsticks just to cook everything evenly. This is where the art of barbecue really comes in. You have to monitor the temperature, you have to look at it, you have to adjust sometimes. Maybe you need to rotate the bird if there's a hot side on your Traeger. It's all about enjoying the cooking experience, getting better, and not just blindly following a recipe and hoping it turns out. That's how I like to do it. However, the Traeger is really a set and forget machine, so you could just cook it according to this recipe and it'll turn out pretty good. But I like to be a little bit more hands-on, and I like to apply my technique and skill to making the best turkey possible. Now, when the breast meat hits 158 degrees Fahrenheit, that's when you want to pull it off the Traeger. When you pull it off at 158, carryover cooking is going to continue to cook that breast to around 163 to 165 degrees Fahrenheit, which is exactly where you want it. If you pull the breast when it's 165, then it's actually going to carry over cook to about 170. It's going to start drying out a lot. So as long as the thighs are at around 165 and the breast is 158, then that's really the sweet zone where you want it. And if you get to a point during the cook where your breast meat is around 155, but your thigh meat is only like 140, then that's where you want to foil up your breast meat to slow down the cooking process and let the thigh meat catch up in temperature a little bit.